I'm alive. Guys, I'm alive. Yippee! Yippee! I'm alive! Yay! Thank you so much for following, Rook! Hello there. Thank you so much. Mwah, mwah. I hope you have a wonderful time here in the cult. Guys, that was really scary. That was really fucking scary. Hello, nurse. Let me turn on. You guys can hear alerts too. Now. Hello, hello! Ah! Evil hasn't been defeated. It's been temporarily managed. It's been postponed. You know, it's fine for now. I don't think I'm going back outside. I kind of have to, but like, that's a later problem. That's a later problem. Hello, hello. How are you doing? I'm doing. I'm sweaty. I'm doing just fine. I'm just a tad bit sweaty. Just a tad bit sweaty. It's hot outside. It is currently 27 Celsius, which is, I think, in my car, it said it was like 70 Fahrenheit? 77, 80, something like that, somewhere in the 70s. It's hot as balls out. The wasps definitely don't help. They like to congregate at my door specifically because I have a little hole in the concrete where they have proceeded to build a nest in. So the hole that's at the bottom corner of my door, they really like being there. I watched like 4 different wasps have sex with each other, kind of like they go from one to the other and back. It was a really interesting time. It was a really interesting time. Time to bathe our leader. Yes, please bathe me. I'm so sweaty and sticky and stinky. So stinky. Oh my goodness. Ugh, I had to like reapply deodorant. It was that bad. Kinda, yeah. It was kind of a wasp orgy. It was really weird. And then there was like one big ass guy just like sitting right where like the handle of like my door is, and I'm like, fuck, dude, I'm so cooked. I don't know what I was supposed to do. And the thing is, so I went out to like get some groceries, right? Came back, and I see all the wasps, and I'm like, fuck, well, I don't have my wasp spray because it's inside. So I had to go back out to the store, grab wasp spray, come back, and then I like sprayed them down. Dude, it was such a fucking mess. They self-pollinating? No, honestly. They're good for nothings that just like to procreate. So what do they gotta do? They're fucking on my doorstep, guys. On my doorstep. What the hell? Assault shotgun. I do. But I'm terrified to even like be close to them. Even if I'm like 20 feet away spraying them, I'm terrified because I'm afraid that they're gonna come at me. You know? At least the males can't sting. Are you sure about that? Is that like certain types of wasps, or is that like all wasps? Because I didn't know that. This is new information to me. I don't even know what kind of wasps I have. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Every year they look a little different. And that's maybe like my memory like misserving me. Maybe they are a little different. Only one way to find out. No, thank you. I'm not one to experiment like that. No, I like experimenting, but bodily harm is more of a fantasy rather than a reality in my book. Sorry about that, folks. Hope I didn't disappoint a lot of you. Whoopsie. As the weather's getting warmer, please make sure to drink a lot of water, okay? Hydrating is very important, okay? I'm looking at every single one of you. Soda does not count. Coffee does not count. Alcohol does not count. I will count tea. I will count water. if you're a degenerate that likes carbonated water, at least you're drinking something, but you're still a degenerate in my books. You know, I need something that is not caffeinated or dehydrating. Typically, those are the same kind of a thing, but you know, alcohol doesn't have caffeine. Alcohol dehydrates you, so the bites still hurt. Well, okay. Listen, I don't want them to sting. I don't want them to bite. I don't want them to be there. Simply, Thanos snapped them out of existence. Please and thank you. Wasps are literally pointless. They serve no purpose. I do not care who on the food chain benefits from them. I want them gone. I want them eradicated permanently. Every single species of wasp can go. Please and thank you. What am I supposed to drink besides soda? Water! Water! What do you mean? What else are you supposed to... Water! What do you... Guys, come on. Do I need to give a lesson on the do's and don'ts of hydrating? Do drink water. Don't only drink water. Ew. Oh my god. Put like some lemon in it and like it's fine. Like if you can't just drink straight water, make it gay and like, you know, then problem solved. I unlocked not liking soda hack. Really? The not liking soda hack. That is a rare achievement indeed. I do not qualify for that that achievement only because I do like soda. I just don't actively seek it out. If it's available, I will drink it. But I'm not gonna go buy soda. Unless like on the rare instance that I'm like really craving a Sprite or like really craving a Baja Blast. Otherwise, not really. Not a big soda drinker. No, I used to be a bigger soda drinker when I was still in school. But not as much anymore. No, now it's really just energy drinks. Which is arguably not any better. But, you know. You pick and you choose your battles. You know, you just gotta pick and choose your battles. And I choose to have caffeinated drinks over the less caffeinated drinks. But I won't drink all like energy drinks. I do have standards with energy drinks, okay? Don't associate me with the filthy C4 drinkers, okay? I'm not one of y'all. Swapping one addiction with another. Exactly. You know, instant coffee is fine. Not as like a means of hydration. I'm not a coffee drinker, point blank period. So I don't know if instant coffee is good or bad. I've heard that, you know, it's looked down upon. But it's not a good replacement for water. I do not care that you have water with the beans to make bean juice. That does not count. Cola with some rum or whiskey. Yeah, no, that's good. See, that's like another time where I'll drink soda is because I'm like having alcohol, you know? With 3 Monster cans on her desk. First of all, it's just one. Second of all, I do not drink these, okay? I do not drink it's not like multiple cans a day. It is one energy drink per day that I barely even finish in said day. I cannot finish the 16 ounces for some reason, okay? The 12 ounces, yes, I can down that for sure. 16? This is from yesterday, okay? This is not from today even. So, by the way, I'm gonna take a sip. Still kind of cold, actually. That's nice. Okay. Let's get into the game, shall we? So this game, 50 Shades of Shit. I forgot how... Aki, you would remember, I think. This game came up way back when. I forgot how. This is like another version of it, essentially. This is like the adult version of it. Essentially, you have cards graded from 1 to 100 on a scale of how bad they are. 1 being not that bad at all, 100 being the absolute worst thing possible, right? So with this, oh yeah, you can kind of see here the different versions here. So Shit Happens is the normal one. Then there's 2 other versions here. You can combine them if you wish. They kind of like Cards Against Humanity. Kind of not really. With this game, how the scaling is that they scale it, they like rate it on their own. They have like a panel of like experts that rate this, right? The purpose of this game is to guess where you'll have a prompt. We'll pick a random one, right? Let's do, okay. So, prompt is, partner is fucking everyone but you. Okay? Below my fingers is the number rating of how bad it is. You have to guess how bad it is. This one in particular is a 89.6. Whether you agree with that or not, I mean, you know, that's up to you. But if I can get these cards out, I'm going to shuffle them around. I saw that some of you guys were a little concerned as to how we were going to play this, and this is going to be very simple. How you normally play this with others in the same room as you, not online. Don't worry. Hold on. Let me explain, Idris. So, what we're gonna do, how you normally play it is, everyone gets 3 cards in front of them. I'll just draw 3. Ideally, okay. Ideally, they are on a different, I guess it's, sorry, 0 to 100. Let's do this. Okay. You have 3 cards in front of you. This is how you play it. 3 cards in front of you. You draw a new card, and you have to guess where you think this is on your board, essentially. How bad do you think this is? Between spilling lube everywhere, the walk of shame, and a 4-hour sexual harassment training session, how bad do you think climaxing so hard you shit is? Between these, you can put it anywhere you want. And then if you get it correct, you get points. How we're gonna do this is kind of the same thing, except I am going to display the cards, show you the card, the prompt, the climax so hard you shit. I'm gonna cover up the number that it is, and you guys will have to tell me where you think it is. That's how we're gonna play the game. Let me shuffle these around, because there's a shit ton of cards. And it's really unfortunate if you get cards that are really close, like how I first drew it. There were like 2 10 cards. I'm gonna try my best to have them shuffled, but as you can tell, there's a lot of fucking cards. So it's a little difficult. I'm trying my best. We will, kind of play around with it. The more we play, the more you'll understand. It's a really loosey-goosey game, but it's heavily reliant on your guys' participation. Now, I love my lurkers. Lurkers, I see you. I resonate with you because I myself am a really big lurker. While this game does heavily, you know, rely on your participation, if you still choose to lurk, that is a-okay. Please do not feel guilty or that you have to participate if you are uncomfortable or you simply don't want to. Okay? Yes. I handle the deck, you discuss the value. Absolutely. That is correct. These. Probably gonna be knocking into my little camera a lot, so if you see it shaking, that's why I'm just bumping into it. Ah, shit. Okay. I'm gonna split the deck a couple of times. And let's draw. We'll draw our first 3 cards. So, our first one, goddamn, heart attack during orgasm. It's a 98.6. Probably going to be our highest one. Next. Okay, good range. Dog brings out dildo on Thanksgiving. Again, this is an adult game, but we're all adults. Right? We're all adults here. Fucking look at you. I'm looking at you guys. I'll draw from here. This is... God damn it. Okay, this is... prostitute is undercover cop. These are our starting roster. This is very educational. Very educational. I can talk to you guys about the signs and symptoms of a heart attack and, you know, how one gets treated for it. Or, the logistics of a prostitute, actually being an undercover cop, you know, the legality of it, you know, is it, are you being baited, or is this a real operation? You know, I can discuss this. Looking at you too, YouTube, this is educational. Census taking or something. Yeah, okay. So, our first card, and I'm gonna, like, draw it from, like, the middle of the deck. Our first card is, you fall off the bed, breaking your leg. You may now discuss, I'm gonna, like, put it down here. How bad do you think it is compared to the others? Have a fun time working, Grubs! Baited by a masturbator. 5 in a row! Holy shit! Let's make it, hold on. Today's 5, tomorrow's 6. Let's make it 7 by Sunday. Let's make it 7. And then that way it's a whole week. A whole week! Number 2. Maybe right over here. I mean, I don't want a bone breaking, so I'll say between 1 and 2. Okay, so we're so far kind of aiming for right here. Dog and the cop as well, okay. Holy shit! Grubs, thank you so much!
Resubscribed for 10 months.
Once again, your generosity is absolutely astounding. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 10 months! Mwah! How dedicated you are to people. I love you. I love you. Less than the hooker. Okay, so we're really kind of betting on over here. Okay, is that our final answer? Is that what we're feeling? Can we all agree that we're gonna put it right in between here? Breaking your leg is really unfortunate. Especially, like, if you look at how it's broken, dog. you got, it's a little broken. It's a little broken. Okay. If you guys want, you can guess, because the point of the game is to guess where it is specifically. Do you want to guess the number it is? Because I got a 50 from Rook. Give it about a 50. A limp noodle break. Yeah, that's some like dry pasta that you're breaking right there. Do we want to guess the number? It's a little fun. Just get to see how close you are. 55. Okay. That's true. You do get to have me take care of you. I get to kiss it better. I'll make sure that you don't get any blood clots. Yeah. Okay. Our parameters are not... Yeah. A little difficult. Okay, so we're kind of sticking to the 50 range. So, you guys are correct. It is going to be over here. It is an 83.6. pretty damn fucking close to the 84, but you guys did get it right. You guys did get it correct. So good job! That is 1 point for you guys. Make sure you keep count. That's 1 point for you guys. You get some claps. Good job, good job. And so now, when we draw the next card, you now have a new card to guess in between for, which this is going to be difficult because it's an 83 and 84, so it's right in between, but it is possible to have a card in between here, okay? I'm going to draw our next one. Take a peek. Are we ready? Prolapse anus. Now, if you don't know what this is, I will explain it. Whenever a internal organ is prolapsed, this can happen with the vagina as well for women. For like the uterus, the prolapse, it comes out of you. So it's folded over on itself. It's creating a lot of pressure and tension at your booty, and it's coming out. You can kind of see the internal become external. So it's not fun to say. At, bare minimum, it's not fun to have. But where do you think on our scale of misdeeds is it? Ooh. I don't know if we want to have hints or anything. I don't think. Maybe we can do this like what's it called? What's the game called? Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Where like you can like call for help, you know? I'd rather get arrested than have that happen, but I don't know if they'd agree. It is a medical emergency. Yeah, we definitely would make sure to take care of you. Okay, so I got a 70, so down here. I got an 86 above here. So we're kind of feels like we're kind of feeling the like kind of above the breaking of the leg, maybe above the cops, between the dog and the leg. Really? Okay. I'm gonna take the majority, what the majority says. Spiritually, I'd also say 86. Okay. So I got, what is it? I got 1, 2 that says over here, and I got 1 that says over here. Prolapse are no good. No, they're not good. Ooh, between the undercover and the heart attack. So over here as well. Okay. So I got 3 for here. Final answers. Does anyone want to switch? Let me... Okay. How to double check the card. Final answer? Final answer? Does anyone else want to put guesses for the exact number? Other than placement? No, locking in? Okay, I love that. A solid, confident locking in. I can't in my heart say I'd take a prolapse over a breaking leg. That's fair. That's very fair. Okay, we're letting it ride. Okay, are we ready? So, prolapsed anus. It is graded. You've put it down here, right between these two. It is graded at an 83.9. It is actually between these two. You are so close, and I'm so sorry that these are so close. I'm picking like in the middle of the deck to make sure that they're not close. And I did grab a close one, so I do apologize. But you know, that is playing the game. This was very difficult, but you guys were so close. You guys were so close. You had the right idea. You had the right idea. You were right. You just right there. Thread. It's dude. The 0.3 is insane. The 0.3 difference. If it happens, do we want to? Because I was thinking about this while you guys were kind of writing out your answers. Do we want to have it where if it's like too close like this that we did, you know, we kind of throw it out? Or are you guys okay with having it this close? Because I don't want it to be super difficult and kind of unfair if we keep getting really close ones. It's funny when it's close. Okay. Got it. Okay. Because I just wanted to make sure. I guess it makes sense because at the end of the day, you have your freedom. That's true. You still, you know, you're not arrested and in jail and now you have a mark on your record. You're just in the hospital. This is treatable. It's very treatable. It's not like, you know, you're about to die, but this is an emergency. So, something to think about. Okay. Do we get to bet in this game? Do you wanna? I can put up a poll to bet. Let me... you know what? Let me pull up... browser. Let me pull up... Twitch. It's gonna be a lot easier for me to manage it like this than via OBS. Okay. Straight to logic, the prostitute jail still sounds like the better option. Oh my goodness. Okay. How do we set up betting on this game? I guess like if you get it right or wrong, maybe? I don't know. I have it pulled up, but I'll think about it. Okay. Next card. I'm gonna draw from here. Our next option is diarrhea during anal. Where do we think that? I'm gonna put it down here. I'm gonna kind of look at I'm gonna try to set up yeah, exactly. I'm gonna try to set up a prediction. Let's see. Outcome 1. Correct guess. I guess, how would we... I don't know how to set up the prediction. First of all, ew. No, absolutely. Between Thanksgiving and leg. Okay. So I gotta bet right here. Gross, but not life-threatening. Okay, so another guess right here. Another one right here. Okay. I have a guess for 70. That's a higher. I think that's the highest so far. But still right in between here. Another medical problem. No, yeah. If you're having diarrhea like that, yeah. Also under broken leg. I think we're all in agreement. This is right here. Okay. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I told you I would hit it. I'm so sorry. I told you. I said it would happen. Okay. Our final answer. We have placed it between Thanksgiving and breaking of the leg. The results are 84.6. Guys, I'm so sorry. I drew the other ones in the middle of the decks. This is the first time I draw on top. And then I get an 84.6. It is in fact right here. You are going 1 for 3 right now. So close yet so far. So close yet so far. I do disagree with this rating because to me, I would rather have this than a prolapsed anus. I would rather have this than breaking my leg. So I do agree with you guys. I think it should be between here. I think it would be between here as well. But the experts say it's an 84. So I'm with you guys. Hi, Unga.
Unga_do_phantom resubscribed for 7 months. Opens a hole in the ground.
Not in the ground. That's where the wasps are. Damn it. Damn it. Thank you so much for resubscribing. Mwah, mwah. Thank you. 7 months. Amazing. Exactly. At least a 50. But it's not like an 80. I would mark it as like a 60, 70 kind of a thing. You know? That's a risk you take when you play in the garage. Wise words. Wise words. Okay. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take it from like the bottom. Okay. You saw me take it from the bottom. I've now taken it in 3 different places. I've taken middle of the deck, top of the deck. I'm now taking it at the bottom of the deck, okay? Our next card. I think if you guys remember this, you might know the score already. Because I did show this card in the beginning. Do not rewind the stream. Go back and see what it is. Scout's honor, you will not do that. But this card is, partner is fucking everyone but you. That is the card. How would we... Okay. Well, I guess... That's the problem with the game, but I remember it's under the heart attack, so under the 98. Completely, like past Aki? Are we going past the heart attack, or are we just saying kind of in this area? In 86? Okay. So we're kind of betting on right here. The arrest and the heart attack. Okay. Over the undercover. Okay. Past. Aki, you say past the heart attack. Interesting. I will. Let's see how the predictions go here. So I have it set up where once I announce the majority of it, you can vote whether you agree with the majority or not. And then if you get it right, you'll get points. If you get it wrong, you don't get points. But I feel like in my bones, this game will not take emotional stress that bad. It's something to think about. Still better than dying, but still really bad. I agree with that statement. Yeah. It's better than dying, or almost dying. So the majority is so far right here between these two. This is where the majority is. Are we locking it in as our final answer? If this is under diarrhea, I'm gonna Kyle a hole? What do you mean by that? Was that auto-corrected? That's true. You also can survive a heart attack because you have me. That's true. I'm gonna get that EKG on you. I'm gonna get vitals on you. I'm calling the doctor. I'm calling Rapid. You're gonna be taken care of. You're gonna be taken care of. Yes. Oh, Punch. How did Punch come out as Kyle? Okay. I think we've locked it in. So, we have partner is fucking everyone but you. A really, really emotional gut punch. At this point, listen, broken up with. On the spot. I am leaving. I am gonna drown myself in Taco Bell Diablo sauce with Baja Blast. I'm just gonna have a really, really shitty night, just crying and sobbing. But we are through. We are broken up with, and I'm gonna be on my hot girl single era, and I'm gonna leave you in the dirt so you can have your little orgy while I go on a self-improvement character arc. Yeah, Kyle's do seem like the type of people to be punching holes in walls. I do agree. I do agree. This is her lightning blow. No. Okay. We put it between here. Our result. Hold on, let me end the poll. Up. Oh, wait, how can I... Fuck. Thank you so much for following! Metal Jesus! Holy shit! Mwah! Mwah! I hope you have a wonderful time here in the cult. And submissions. The winner is... you guys. Because it is in between. It is in 89.6. It is right in between. You can kind of... you guys did it. That is 2 points for you guys. Yippee! 2 points! Voting with the majority wins. Let me set up the new one. I'll set it at 2 minutes this time. Okay. Game made up for the Dookie one? Yeah. Okay. Another draw from the top of the deck. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna look at it. Daughter joins sex cults.
Underscore Phantom cheered Dex 100.
Thank you so much, Unga! Mwah, mwah. Thank you. Where do we think this goes? Daughter joins sex cult. As a reminder, because you can kind of see it if I move, heart attack during orgasm is at a 98. I'm gonna see if I can kind of scoot these cards. Kind of losing space the more we play. I think what we'll do is after we do this one, because we kind of lost space, we'll kind of reset. And do you guys want to reset maybe? Oh, like 1 bajillion from Otto. Oh god. This is a tank to your reputation. I'm not gonna lie. Your daughter joining a sex cult? Kind of a yikes. Ooh. Yikers, bikers. No daughter of mine is becoming a scultist. No! I accept all, okay? Even if it is, you know, our daughter. Our daughter is going to obviously be in the cult. No, like, you know. There will be some restrictions, but she's allowed in the cult, I would say. Any mainstream. Basically. You could say, yeah. What do we think? I have a guess for 50. 50! Interesting. Like, I don't want my kid to potentially die, so I might say above a heart attack. Okay, so I have currently two ends. I have between like the bottom portion and the top portion. Ooh, what will it be? What do we think? I'm drinking some water in the meantime. Assuming they're a consenting adult. Oh, that's a very good point. Are they consenting? I bet for between partner and the heart attack. Oh, okay. So now I have a third option. We have on the lower end, we have right here between the 89 and the 98, and then we also have above the 98. So I have 3 different guesses. That's number 6. That's 3 different guesses. I'm gonna say 90, but I feel like the heart attack is rated higher. 2. Okay, so I have 2. So far, the majority is between a heart attack and the partner. Also a 90. I have 3 guesses for here. 4. I will throw out the prediction. Okay. So currently it is between the partner and the heart attack. That is the majority. Whether or not you agree with the majority. Otto, you say 100! That is the absolute possible, the worst thing ever. 100. Interesting. Do we agree with the majority? Very, very interesting. I would love to do polls like this on YouTube. Like, YouTube doesn't have channel points. Which is so silly. YouTube doesn't have channel points. YouTube, upgrade your live service, please. Who guessed for against the majority? Who did that? Ooh. Yeah, YouTube has survey type polls, but like, there's no like channel points where like, because you know, with the channel points, you can like get stuff out of it. With the YouTube polls, you don't really get anything out of it. You know? Oh, excuse me. God damn, that escaped me. Exclusively the ones you gotta pay for? No, honestly. No, honestly. You're right. Nice burp. Thank you. I will hydrate. I will also hydrate. Okay, predictions over. Ready. We have, for the majority, being right between partner and heart attack, our result is a 96. You guys are correct. That is 3 points for you guys. Congratulations. With round 1, you have earned yourselves 3 points. Good job! Yay! Oh my goodness! We're not gonna reuse these cards. I'm gonna put these aside and not put them back in the deck. We're gonna hold on. How many rounds was that? If we have 3 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out of 5 rounds, you got 3 points. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Okay. Next, I'm gonna pick a card from the middle of the deck, a card from the top of the deck, and a card from the bottom of the deck. Alright. Our new 3 cards for round 2 are Finding Your Grandmother's Bags of Toys. Ooh, not the greatest. I do not want to do nothing. I don't want anything like that with my grandmother. No, thank you. Our second card, Date Keeps Stealing Your Clothes, at a 32. Now, to me, this one, it kind of depends, because are they borrowing it and, like, stealing it for the day, but, like, they're giving it back to me? Or are they actually stealing it? You know, that's a little bit of a thing. Gotta go. Thanks for the stream and enjoy the card game. Thank you so much, Aki. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And then our last card here at a 97. Non-consensual dolphin sex. Which is, by the way, under a heart attack. For your information, this is under a heart attack. Typical hoodie custody? That's what I'm thinking. Is it like, just like... Is it just like taking the hoodie? Or is it like actually like taking all the clothes? You know? Exactly. Girlfriend of my clothes is kind of hot. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Now that we have that, our card that we are guessing, our first card for round 2, ooh, can only get off to furries. Only furries. What do we think? Where do we think that is? Interesting, interesting, interesting. What do we think? I'm gonna set up the prediction again. I remember my ex didn't want to steal my hoodie, and that's why they're an ex. Heart's saying somewhere in the 50s, 60s. Okay, so we're feeling right between here, right between the dolphins and the grandmother's toys. That's where we're, guys. I kind of have a vibe for right here. 50s, 60s. What do we think? What do we think? It's at least 120. Hey, max is 100. Max is 100, I swear. I also heard that, but nearer to the dolphin. Okay. So still in this range, but maybe like a 70s, 80s for Doppel. Okay. Got 2 votes. Feel like an 86. Okay, okay. Better than getting railed by a dolphin. I would agree. Listen, I cannot say much because I know what the score is. But in my opinion, I'd rather have the furry than the dolphin. Personally. Now, I don't know about, like, the grandmother stuff, but personally, I'd rather have only getting off to furries than the dolphin sex. They go hand in hand. Both animals, I understand. Both bestial related, yeah. That's what, the last round was all medical related. This one is like, gonna be all furry related. I can see it. I say 60. Okay, so gonna pull out the prediction right now. The majority is currently stating that we are right in between here. Does anyone disagree? Anyone want to vote against the grain? Maybe not. You get channel points for it if you're right. If you're right. Bet all your channel points. You got like 15,000? Bet every single one of them. Feel real confident. Don't actually do that, because then you might lose all your points. I'm not one to go really all in, because even if I'm really confident, there's always a possibility that I'm wrong, and going all in would just ruin me. So I never go all in. Never. Nuh-uh. Now, unless I'm getting like playing like a fake game of poker and I'm not actually using money, then like, yeah, absolutely I'm gonna go all in. But otherwise, no. No. 17 black. Alright. Alright. I'll do the reveal. Let me hold on. End it. The answer for can only get off to furries is, drumroll please. I can't do drumroll because I'm using my two hands right now to cover the card. It is at a 95.9. You are correct indeed. It is between these two. Good job. Good job indeed. That is another point. That's 4 points for you guys. The grading, you guys were a bit low on it. This is a lot higher. Personally, I think this is a little too high for me. I think this would be like 70s-ish. Is it higher than the sex cult? Let's see. It is not. Sex cult is higher. Sex cult would be not a full point. It's about 0.7 higher. But yes, it's kind of orbiting up on the higher end. Okay. Now, next card is blind date is your ex. I think this really depends on the ex. I think if it was like a really messy breakup, you know, wasn't super clean, a little toxic on both sides, I think that's a little different compared to like you guys just like didn't vibe with each other. Maybe you guys were together for like 2 weeks and you guys just weren't meshing. I think there's a little difference, but you have to think maybe not specific scenarios, because I like to think specific scenarios. That's what gets me in trouble with these games, is I like to kind of weigh it between like the worst possible situation and then like the not so bad. Just wasted an evening versus a dangerous situation. Overall, where do you think this lies? Hard to figure out which side of grandma. Okay, so we're thinking right between here. Okay. Side of grandma. How's that worse than grandma's dolls? Well, I don't know. You tell me. Ooh, are we talking about the same ex that steals clothes? That's also a really good question. Something to consider. Do you see her and she is wearing your hoodie? And you're like, bitch, give me that back? I fucking knew you took it. Because how crazy is the ex? Exactly. How crazy is she? I do have a vote for 60. So I have one vote for between the grandma and furries. The wild statement to make. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's absolutely wild to say. But I have a vote between grandma and furries. Because this is like key or car ex. I'll take the grandma, honestly. Fair. Fair. Think overall. Try to think overall. 40. Okay. So I have one vote for under grandma and I have one vote for over grandma. I think this one might be a little divisive. Is that the correct word? Decisive? No, divisive. Yeah. 38. 45. Okay. So I have 2 votes. 2 votes for above grandma. 1 vote for under grandma. Currently the majority is above grandma. Grandma. Grandma, Mima. What do you guys say? Do you guys say grandma or do you guys say Mima? Or granny? Granny, grandmama. That's another way to say it in English. How do people say it? People do a lot of Mima. There's a lot of Mimas. English. I know there's like different ways to say it in other languages, but Big Mama for where I'm from. Interesting. See, that's an interesting one. 45 and then 30. Okay, so I have 2. It's currently split right now. 2 here, 2 here. We don't have a majority. Oh no. Oh no, we don't have a majority. What are we supposed to do? I obviously can't vote. I'm a biased, opinion. Blonde date with ex is like 25 to 30 for me. Oh, sorry, blind date. Okay. That's fair, Louise. That's fair. Rock, paper, scissors. Higher or lower? Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. So I vote higher than grandma. I vote lower than grandma. Our prediction. Rather than majority. Do you agree? We'll do that. So if you vote higher than grandma, you can put your little bets there. If you vote lower than grandma, you can put your bets there. Oh my goodness. I don't know why I'm yawning. I had a really good sleep last night. Crazy. Ah. I definitely think no matter the situation, it's gonna be a little awkward. Like, no matter if it's like a crazy ex or just like a casual ex, I think it's gonna be a little awkward. Even if it's like an ex that like you still hang out with and you're really chill with, and you hang out with, sometimes you texting, sending memes. I think even then it's still going to be a little awkward. Okay, predictions are in. Final saying for blind date is your ex is a 58. It is indeed higher than grandma. Higher than grandma. I'm a genius. I really think this one should be a solid like even 50. Just because it really does depend on the ex. I think maybe it should say like blind date with crazy ex, blind date with casual ex. I think it should specify a little more. Either change the rating to be a little lower, or like I honestly think it should definitely specify no matter what. Because that's a hard one. That's a hard one indeed. Okay. Are we ready for our next card? Let's see. New sex experiment leads to pink eye. Ooh. Ooh. Listen, I'm not sure if you guys have ever had pink eye. I have had pink eye as a kid. That shit was awful. I hated it. The crusties, the goop coming off my eye. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. That was bad. $35? Okay. Under grandma. Pink eye is temporary. I'm gonna say 40. Okay. So majority right now is going on with between the date stealing your clothes and grandma. Grandmama. 40. Okay. Has pink eye, not that bad. Just gotta stay home for a week. That's true. Don't touch your eye. You know, it travels by contact. Since we have a majority, I'll throw out the prediction. Do we agree on it? Do we want to change our vote? What is possibly a new experiment that would lead to pink eye? What possible... For shits and giggles, I say over grandma. Do you just mean like right in between here? Or kind of anything above grandma? Sitting on your face? Oh, maybe if you have the, hold on, where was it? The diarrhea during anal, maybe that, you know? Some of the dookie flies in your face. Nasty. Before a blind date. Okay. Got it. So Doppel's going against the grain. Doppel is saying above grandma, while the majority is saying below grandma. Farting? I don't know. Right in the face. Get a full, a good, strong whiff of it as it comes out. Ugh, ew. Certainly not a fun time for the recipient. Okay. Oh, maybe if you got real dirty underwear. Who's actually putting underwear over their head though? Like, I did it as a kid, sure. But like, admit it. Are you as an adult putting underwear on your head? Do you really want the juices in your hair? Do you? Do you really? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Okay. Predictions are over. I get to choose an outcome. So, once again. Really? There are like 5 grown-ass men who are wholeheartedly into that. That's interesting. That's really interesting. You're unable to resist. Okay. Well, majority says between date, keep stealing your clothes, and find your grandmother's bag of toys. The answer for where new sex experiment leads to pink eye is... Ta-da! A 61. It is, in fact, above grandma. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I think this is a crazy one. Yeah, this one is a lot higher than I thought it would be. Doppel, congratulations. Your shits and giggles actually worked out. Experts, vanilla AF. No, honestly. Well, there's probably something in there that's not. We'll see. We still have the entire deck to go through. How? That's a great question. I don't know how. That's a really good question. Listen, I'm not the expert that ranked these cards. Doppel got a payout for Pink Eye. Indeed. Indeed. Crazy. Alright, let me draw the next one. Ooh, this one's gonna be interesting. New body piercing gets infected. Ooh, 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 ooh. This one specifically shows a tongue piercing. Now, I'm not a fan of anything getting infected. I'm not sure about you guys. Not really cool. I've had quite a few infections on my feet, actually. I know, crazy. But I, as a lifeguard, would scrape my foot a lot. I mean, you know, I'm swimming, the rough, like, concrete underneath me just scraped my foot. Had some, like, bites here and there. And I had one time, because I was also a swimmer, I was on the swim team. You know, the chlorine doesn't really help when it comes to an open wound. I had to leave work one time early because the wound on my foot was starting to look a little gunky, a little infected. So I went to urgent care and they were like, yeah, nah, this is infected. Here's some like antibiotics, and like I couldn't work for a while. I couldn't swim because I had an infection on my foot and I didn't want to spread it to people. So, yeah. And not necessarily a piercing story, but it's something that I think about quite a bit. I waited an hour in the goddamn room, in like the patient room. I waited an hour because I think someone was like delivering a baby. Because I like heard a lot of like screaming and yelling, and the next thing I know I hear a baby crying. And I'm like, what the fuck? So I think like in the room next to me someone was delivering a baby. So like fair enough. I'll wait. I wasn't really mad about it, but it was still kind of it was kind of mildly irritating to wait that long. Nearest of a piercing I have is a scar on my left ear. Ooh, fell over some stairs in my school and got lacerated with an unprotected metal end. Ooh. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Well, yeah, you kind of did have some metal pierce you, so I guess that counts. Okay. To guesses. We have a guess for 75. So right here. We have a guess for about 40, 50. About right here. So we're kind of in this ballpark. What do we think? Let me set up the prediction. Dude got a tattoo get infected because he was like, oh my god, no! He was allergic to the ink. Ah, that is awful. I was scared of that. I was scared that, like, with my tattoo, I would get an infection. Oh, that is not a fun time. Ooh, we have a third one. Okay. So, Double, you say between here. Between the pink eye and the blind dates. Okay. Interesting. Anyone want to change their guesses? I didn't have too medical ones again. The pink eye and the new body. What's going on? Hi, Poochie. We are currently playing a card game. We are guessing for new body piercing gets infected, where we think how bad that is on the scale here. If we think this is maybe not as bad, or we think this is pretty bad and it's higher up. Is pink eye that high because it's a sex thing, or is the illness is my struggle? I think maybe it's because it's a sex thing, because pink eye in itself isn't that bad, but I think it's because it's like the sex that led to it. So the possible, like, what you did, the action in itself, I think that's what makes it so high. That is how I see that. Probably lower. So do you think it's between the blind date, or do you think it's like just above grandma? Which one? Oh, why am I getting an error? Uh-oh. Change your vote to 50? Okay. So we have 2 votes for right here. Sound like a goddamn Theo. I need to drink more of my energy drink. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. If it's a generic piercing, if it was a kinky piercing, I'd vote for over pink eye. Well, what body piercing would you say is kinky? Would it be like a Albert piercing? Like a Prince Albert? Like we talking like that? Or are we thinking just like a belly button? Because that's like a Prince Albert. Okay, yeah. Got it. Well, this doesn't specify. So technically it could be. It doesn't specify whether or not it's vanilla or kinky. Just overall, a body piercing. So it could be the cheek, could be the eyebrow, could be the belly button. Could be a Prince Albert. Nips. That's true. Ooh, getting the nips infected. Ah, my God. That makes me shiver. That makes me so uncomfortable. I think the sack can also be pierced. I'm not sure what it's called, but I agree. I think that's a thing that's possible. Imagine your balls getting fondled as like you're about to get. Nope. Okay. Throwing out the predictions. Currently, the majority is right here between Grandma and Blind X. That's where the majority is. Yes. I believe the clits can be pierced. And I think the lips. Don't quote me on the lips. I know for sure the clit, but I'm not 100% sure on the lips. Not too sure. We need like a chart for all body piercings. What? Oh my God. It's supposed to like, be more stimulating, more arousing, because you have extra stuff there for friction and whatnot. My concern is, especially with like a Prince Albert, that like it's gonna hurt the guy or the woman that you're putting it in, you know? What if it gets stuck? What if it tugs on them? Like, nope. Not for me. Have you ever heard of a pearling? No. Should I look that up? Should I? I kind of wanna. I don't know what that is. Pearling. I'm just seeing, like, aquarium stuff. Body model. Beneath the genital skin. What? No. No, thank you. No, 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 no. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. That's a hard no. Nope. Okay, prediction's over, so we're gonna go ahead and reveal. New body piercing gets infected. Again, the majority is between right here, Grandma and Blind X. The real answer, the serious answer, the legit answer, the one and only answer, the one and only ring is a 63. It is, in fact, higher than what the majority said. Insane. Hold on, how many cards did we have in the last round? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, one more card for round 2. Hello, Suppo! Overthought it a little bit. But hey, this one's a little difficult just because it does really depend on where it is and how bad it is. I think it's a little high. I think it should be under the pink eye, but that's just me. This game is rigged for real, for real. Take that up with the experts. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, one more card for round 2. Ooh, I'm curious to see what your guys' opinions are on this one. Our last card for round 2. Haven't had sex in months. What do we think? How important is it for you guys? Do you guys need it every day? Do you guys need it at least a couple of times a week? Do you guys are okay with it maybe just a couple of times a month? Is there a preference? Is there maybe what's the word I'm looking for? Like what, oh my god, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. A reliance on it? Do you rely on it, having it like at, you know, a certain amount of time, you know, certain frequency, where if you don't have it, then, you know, all hell breaks loose? 20 to 30, not so bad. I have a 10. Okay. So we kind of have like a under the date, keep stealing your clothes. Hold on, let me scoot this over. So we currently are going under. If it's higher than 10, I'm gonna be mad. Don't be mad at me. I'm sorry. Don't be mad at me. My ex was the first and only relationship I've had so far, and I met her 7 years ago. Not counting self stuff. Nope, it's not counting your yourself. Like, you know, doing you know, beating your meat doesn't count. You know, burping the worm. It's simply intercourse with another person. Majority is right now saying it is under date. Keep stealing your clothes. Not over 30. Okay, let me go ahead. Throw it in. You got your predictions. Experts might be a bunch of nymphos. Possible. Possible. What do you think the average person would say to it? Do you think the average person would agree with you? Because, like, I think some of these, like the body piercing, right? I think it should be lower. But at the same time, the average person might agree that it is at a 60, you know? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I do, actually. But that's besides the point. That's besides the point. Ooh. 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 Celibacy is also a thing. That's true. That's true. People take vows of celibacy for a reason. I do want to, like, I haven't met someone who has taken a vow of celibacy, but I am curious to, like, have a conversation with them. Just be like, you know, not to be disrespectful, but, like, why? You know, what had you, you know, consider this path? I'm curious. Majority is under the date. Keep stealing your clothes. It is, like, below 32. That's where the majority is. Predictions are over. Are we ready? Probably met plenty who took an involuntary vow of celibacy. Well, I'm talking about voluntary. Involuntary, well, I'm sorry, but voluntary, you know, that's who I want to have the conversation with. Okay, are we ready? The answer is a 62. It is, in fact, above everything. I had a feeling, and you took it! You took it! You voted with the minority! Oh my goodness. Insane. I'm so sorry, Otto. I'm so sorry. Don't be mad at me. It's the experts, okay? Please, 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 please. Please, I'm sorry. Absolutely insane. Who is keeping track? I think we got only 1 point from this. Because we got the furry porn. We didn't get these two. Did we get the pink eye one? Fuck, I don't remember. Not being able to submit saved me? Oh my god. Was anyone keeping track? I lost track of the point. Last time I checked, we were at a 4 point. We were at 4 points. I'm so sorry. Were we at 5 instead? I don't remember. They on something if they think that's higher than grandma? Some people find sex to be, like, crucial in their lives. If they do not have sex, you know, X amount of times per week or per day, they in their minds, they're suffering. We lost that round, I'm pretty sure. Okay. 2 points in total for this round. Okay, so we're at 5 points. And that was... what? 5 out of 10? 2, 3. So 1, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we're at 5 out of 10. So you're at like a 50%. You're at a 50%. We're gonna go ahead once again, take a card on the bottom, take a card from the middle, and take a card from the top. VTuber fans, I'm guessing, are used to longer dry spells. These people aren't VTuber fans, apparently. That's true. Are the experts in a relationship? Okay. I think this will be our last round. Maybe, we'll see. We have flip over. Shit. New incurable STD. That's rough. That, you get to name it. Hey, that's nice. You get to name it. But it's incurable. It's new. Next. Catfished at a 67. And our last card. Learn that parents are into S&M. Okay, so really relatively high for our roster today. Our card, first card to vote for round 3. I name it Ligma, I swear to God. Date has bed bugs. Ooh. Icky, 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 icky. Where do we think that goes? Is it above being catfished? Is it above your parents? Ooh, like I said, I don't want to know anything about my grandma. I don't want to know anything about my parents. I don't want to know anything about any family member. I'm good. That's intimate knowledge that I do not need nor want. Nope. That's worse than getting catfished. Okay, an 80. Okay. So I gotta vote for right here. How worse, Hydrus? How much worse? Yeah, is it higher than the BDSM? Is it? A 75? Okay, so we have two points for between the STD and parents. I got 1 vote for between catfish and parents. 50. Easy remedy, especially if that's the only thing. Ooh. Rook makes a very interesting point. It's below catfish because it's easy to fix. But that's also true. You can get really sick from bed bugs. Well, I guess the question is, are you staying the night? Let's say you do the deed. You find out that they got bed bugs. You're probably not staying the night, right? You're gonna dip out. I would hope so. Keep my window closed so bugs don't get in. That's fair. I had to close my window this morning, because of the wasps. I don't want any wasps getting in. Are they hard to kill? They're not like cockroaches. Don't you gotta like just burn them in like hot water? Boil the hell out of them, you know? You might. Most of the time you gotta throw. I feel like if we're throwing out the mattress, then this is like a chronic thing. This is like a long-term bed bug situation. Because I feel like if it's like relatively fresh, then not really. But I guess you don't know that because it's not your bed. You don't know that. 68. Okay. I'm staying to exterminate them. That's fair. I personally think if I'm finding bed bugs in someone, like if I'm going to someone's place and I find bed bugs, I am like taking off my shits. I'm having them go out to buy me clothes as I'm like washing my clothes in their laundry. Because I'm not taking it back. I'm washing my clothes right then and there. Not that ad jump scare. Okay. So, oh shit, did I pull up the poll? I don't think so. Okay. So we currently have, let me see what the votes were. $75, $68. So this was the majority right here between the incurable STD and the parents. This is the majority. However, we have had votes of between here. No, I won't. I'll wait till after the ads. I'll wait. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have some. Should I? Yeah. Guys, I've been working out. Little by little. But the workouts do kind of hurt my back, so I have to be gentle. But I've worked out, I think 4 days in a row now. I'm really proud of myself. And like I'm trying to do it where every day I work out, I try to do a little more than the last day. Either more reps, or I like add an exercise into what I'm doing. Back massage would be nice. Absolutely. I'm getting fit, but at the same time, I feel like I'm still eating like shit. I feel like my eating could be better, but I'm trying to fix my eating because I used to just eat one meal a day. So I'm trying to fix my eating from one meal to like actually eating 3 meals a day. But at the same time, because I'm trying to lose weight, I have to just like eat less. But I'm trying to eat more because I was like starving myself. It's so weird. It's so weird. I hate it. I need like a nutritionist. I need a personal trainer. Keep me responsible. Thank you for the head pat. Okay. We're back. Ads are over. Okay, are we ready? Date has bed bugs. Majority says that is between parents are into S&M and new incurable STD. Result says, survey says, a 47.6. It is in fact under getting catfish. Dying like a beggar? Yeah, I love that. No point there, no point there. Okay. Next card. Ooh. Okay. Learn you're related to your spouse. So you have already gotten married. You have been in a relationship for who knows how long. Could be a year, could be 5 years. You've gotten married, you signed the papers, you are legally bound together, and you afterwards relate find out that you are related. So far I have 2 votes. That's gonna be right here. And around in the 80s, I got votes for. What do we think? 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 Would you guys do anything about it? Let's say, you know, you find out and, like, you know, your long lost siblings. Would you get divorced? Would you change your lifestyle? Or would you just act like, you know what? I've built this life with this person. You know, I did not grow up with them. I did not, you know, I wasn't raised with this person to be a family member. So while we are related by blood, you know, socially we're not related. So would you keep the relationship going? 87.6. Okay, interesting. We'd have to see how related. Ooh. So you think maybe if it's like siblings or like step siblings, kind of depends on how close it is. Okay. Guess long distance relative. I'm a dip and skip town. God damn. Dipping on your partner like that? Holy shit. Blood related. You guys are related sibling, like blood related, I'm assuming. I'm assuming that's what the card means. So far, the majority, I have no idea. I don't know if it's second and third cousin, just related in general. In general. So far, the majority is right here. I'm gonna throw out the poll. Because if it's like long lost sister, that's a whole divorce. But if it's like a distant cousin, that might be a mulligan. Okay. Interesting. See, I don't know what I would do. I think, I mean, I was about to say, it really depends on, like, how far we're in the relationship. But if we're married, and I find out I'm related to you, if we're brother and sister, like, not half siblings or anything, if we're brother and sister, but I didn't grow up with you or anything, I don't know. I think I would stay. I wouldn't have any kids. No kids. But I think I would keep the relationship. Because, yeah, it's definitely worse if you have kids. But I think because, like, you know, we lived 2 different lives. We grew up separately. You know, we have no relationship. Jeez. I'm just saying, like, I don't know. It would be so hard. It would be so hard to divorce because it's like you loved this person for so long. I don't know. I definitely, okay, if it's like a distant relative, like something 5th cousin, then like whatever, that's fine. I'm still not having kids. But if it's like a direct sibling, that honestly, that's rough for me. That's really rough. I don't know what I would do. I might stay. I might stay, I might leave. I don't know. Definitely, I would confront my parents and it'd be like, what the fuck, guys? But, I don't know. Typical plot of your parent gets married and you have feelings with your new sibling. Listen, the only reason why steplet siblings are weird is because your parents, like, married. If your parents didn't marry, it would be completely fine. It would be completely fine if your parents didn't marry, but because they did, now it's weird. And I think that's silly. I think that's silly. Step siblings are not related by blood. Okay, hear me out, 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 hear me out. If you knew, let's say you you met this girl, right? You're getting really close with her, right? You develop feelings, you really like her, right? If you develop the feelings before the step sibling status, I think it's fine. I think it's fine, and I think it's whack for the parents to marry, because then that complicates your guys' relationship, right? If you two have feelings for each other before the step siblings are official, I think it's fine. But if you become step siblings and then afterwards you start developing feelings, then that's weird, because the big difference is you guys, your relationship has been as siblings. Doesn't matter if it's step or not. Step siblings, half siblings, you're still a sibling, technically. So, if it's afterwards, that's kind of weird, because you're supposed to see them as your sister, as your brother, okay? So if you start developing feelings for them as you see them as a sister, then you're into that shit, and that's kind of weird. Now, granted, you do not have the blood relation, so it's technically fine, quote unquote, but in the social context of how you are supposed to perceive that person, it's fucking weird. It's fucking weird. So beforehand, absolutely fine. Afterwards, not fine. Now, if your parents are dating at the time, that's a really good point. The diet soda. Now, let's say you develop before the step-sibling status. Your parents are dating each other, and you're dating their kid. In my opinion, I think that's fine. It's fine. It's only weird up until the official status of sibling. It is kind of weird for your parents to, like, date the parents of who you're interested in. It also kind of depends on who did it first. Were the parents dating first, or were the kids dating first? I think that kind of depends on things. Definitely, like, if the parents are dating first, dating the kids, I feel like if you're dating the kid, that's, like, fine. You guys are kids, you're fine. But if the kids are dating first and then the parents start dating each other, now that's weird, because you're a grown adult. Now that's weird, in my opinion. How you're supposed to know? Parents are supposed to know, like, the people that your children are hanging out with. If you have a kid who is into this girl and they're dating, you should know who that person is. You should know their parents, because you should, you know, have some idea of, like, who they're, like, seeing whenever they go over to their place. You should absolutely have that information. Absolutely. 110%. That is on you as a parent to have that information. And if you don't, you're lacking. You're lacking. So what, you're, like, racing your parents to marriage? If you're dating your partner first and then your parents start dating their parents, that's weird. That's on the parents. That's an irresponsibility on the parents. You can I guess you can kind of feel, like, pressure to get married first. But even then, let's say you get married, right? Let's say you marry your girlfriend and then your parents get married. You guys now, even though you're married, you're still technically step-sibling. Still technically step-sibling. But that's weird on the parents. That is on the parents for doing that. That's on them. That's weird as fuck. I do not support that. No. How are you in proximity to this person? School, sports, clubs. You know, there's so many. Being social. I wouldn't know what that's like. I bet she has a whole what to do chart for this. No, I just have opinions. That's all. I just have opinions. These are some of the most soap opera scenarios I've ever heard. These are also like I've seen a lot of like there was one specific story. It's like, would I be the asshole for like marrying my girlfriend before my parents married? So it's on them for making us step siblings. There was like a specific scenario like this, and that I listened to. It was really interesting. So from that I have a lot of opinions. Okay, girl, what the fuck does me on the swim team have to do with anything? What the fuck? Why am I catching strays? Okay. Alright, anyways, we got so sidetracked. The majority was over here between these two cards. The answer is, for learn you're related to your spouse, that is on a 92.9. The majority is correct. Good job. That is another point. That's 6 points in total for you guys. Because no social interaction. You think I interacted with the girls on my team? You think girl, damn, no. Listen, I would love to make friends with them, but I didn't. I was really bad at talking to people. I was really bad at that. Oh, okay. Next card. Stinky Snatch Face Sitting. Now, I'm not sure what the snatch is supposed to mean, but stinky face sitting. How bad do we think that is? Define stinky. It smelled like raw fish. It smelled bad. It bad. It got cheese on it. It bad. About to out myself with this one. Uh-oh. I just about to admit that they like to stink. Do you like the stink? The stinky? You like it? Does anyone here know about Snatch? I don't. I don't know what that means. Is a V always gonna smell? That's true. That's a really good point. And honestly, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Listen, guys. It's always gonna have a smell. It's always gonna have a smell because it is between thick thighs. Okay. They're rubbing together. It's moist down there. It's gonna have a goddamn smell. Now, there is a normal smell, and then there is a bad smell. But there's always going to be a smell to it. If you have good hygiene, if the girl got good hygiene, it ain't gonna have that bad smell. It ain't gonna be stinky and ranky. But if they got good hygiene, it gonna stink, but that's because it gonna stink. It's always gonna have a smell to it. Just like your armpits. They're always gonna have a smell to it. Whether if it's because you're a little sweaty, or if you're a lot sweaty, if you got deodorant on, if you got deodorant and you're sweaty, there's always gonna be a smell. Thank you, Rook, for saying that. You said the quiet part out loud. Thank you. Thank you. Soldiers are teach to clean the rifle. That's correct. That in my opinion, that's also correct. Listen, there could be a little sweat. Like, if it smells sweaty, that's fine. But if there's cheese on it, no. 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 Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can't put this above bed bugs. This ain't a negative, but I'll say like 20s. Okay. So our first vote is under bed bugs. What do we think? 78! Ay, ay, ay. So we have a vote for under bed bugs, and we have a vote Right here. What do we think? What do we think? Under bed bugs? I have 2 for under bed bugs. 2 for under bed bugs. Gonna start the predictions. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think? 3 for under bed bugs. Okay. Like a 6. So it's really not that a big deal for you. Interesting. Let me look up what snatches. Stinky snatch. Holy shit. This just, like, it just pulls up videos. Oh, never mind. Okay. Also known as queening or kinging. Interesting. Interesting. Urban Dictionary. Stinky snatch. Foul and unpleasant smelling. Okay. So the snatch is just like the body part. Okay. Understood. Queening or kinging. Thank you, Wikipedia. I did not know that. Now we know that. We just got edumacated. Thank you. Okay. Official results. The majority under bed bugs. Stinky, snatch, face sitting is ranked by the experts at a 49.9. It is in fact above bed bugs. I don't agree with it. I think bed bugs are worse. I agree with your guys' majority, but I am not the expert. Unfortunately. Fuck these experts. Guys, we got 2 more cards. 2 more cards. It's okay. We can bring it back. We can bring it back. We can bring it back. Okay, 2 more cards. Next card is insurance covers dick pill, but not birth control. I want to riot against society. Insurance covers pee-pee pill, but not birth control. How bad is it? That nobody thought that would happen is very fitting. No, it really is. It really is. 1? Really? I guess it doesn't bother you that insurance doesn't cover birth control. Shaking my head. Think about the girls. Think about us. I think this is overall birth control before and after. Before and after. Because you got like the oral daily pill, you got the patches, you got the injections, right? But then you also have there are dick pills? Yeah. Oh my god, why can I not think of the name? Holy shit. Why can I not think of the name? Viagra. Yes, thank you. Jesus Christ. Well, switching insurance isn't super easy. It's not just like a, oh, snap my fingers and it's done. Switching insurance, you know, that will change your coverage, your copay. That's going to change, like, the doctors that you're currently seeing, if you're taking any medications currently. Switching insurances is very difficult. And plus, you can't just do it whenever. You have to wait for the market to be open, which is only in November in America. So, while, yes, I agree on the birth control, that's a responsibility on both people. I agree with that. I don't agree with the second statement. This one is a very odd one. I didn't think that they would, do something like this. But not male birth control pills shit. No. Birth control, well, technically, okay, you have to understand that condoms are technically birth control. Technically, they are. Doesn't have to be medicine, like pills. The condoms, spermicide, those are all technically birth control. This one's a really, really weird card. This is weird. What if we just don't bust inside? Gonna do that. But pulling out is not a reliable method. So I have one vote. 70, maybe 60. What do we think? Went to college for a semester that wanted to distribute free condoms for the male students to prevent pregnancy, but refused to add tampon dispensers. That is so fucking stupid. That is so unbelievably stupid. I hate that. No, I was really happy with my school. They had pads and tampons available for us in the women's bathroom. What was kind of, like, weird was that they were only available on certain floors. So, like, if you were on, like, the 4th floor, right, there would be a sign that says, hey, this stuff is available on the 1st floor. So, like, while, yes, they did do it, they weren't, like, it wasn't good. Because if you had a class on the 4th floor, went to the bathroom on the 4th floor, you have to go down to the, you know, like, that's, like, what the fuck, you know? It's kind of wacky, but, like, at least we had it. I guess. That also is true. Matter of fact, sperm is in pre-ejaculatory fluid. That is correct. Yep. That's why pulling out's not reliable. Side questing. What do you think? We currently only have one vote being at around 70-60. I need to drink some water. This one's rough. Do we want to do a pass? Do we want to skip this one? I will allow it, because this is a really weird card. I will allow a skip. Up to you guys. Okay, I got one vote for skip. Nintendo and make a Miitopia across the coast? Huh? Where does society entrance struggle rank in my funny sex game? Also vote for skip. Okay, we'll go ahead and skip this one then. But just for your information, so you get to know what the rating was. It was at a 49.6. So, just between these two. Which is kind of wild. But we skipped that. Next card is partner discovers your online dating profile. So, whoever you're dating at the time finds out you still have... Face sitting is worse. No, face sitting is... Yeah, it's ranked 49.6. So face sitting is above it by like 0.3. So it is above, but not by much. Yeah, wild. This one's kind of tricky because you deserve what you get. Fair. That's fair. But how bad is it on you? How much trouble are you in when you get discovered? How bad is that? Are you gonna get yelled at? Is she gonna break up with you? Is she gonna hit you? I mean, I hope not, but is she gonna... A 30? Okay, so below the bed bugs. You think bed bugs are worse than getting discovered? Yes, active profile. We think bed bugs are worse? Question mark? Does she have a secret account too? I'm assuming not. Let's say a no with that one. Who are you to assume she's being a hypocrite? What? How else would she find out besides swiping past you and being like, wait a second. STD is sexually transmitted disease. It happens while you are doing the dirty with another person. Same range as catfish, so 68. Oh, okay. So I got one for below bed bugs, and I got one for around the catfish area. What do we think? What do we think? Yeah, no problem. Thank you for asking. I would love to educate. Active, I'd say 60. Okay, offline 30. So we're saying it's active. So around a 60 as well. Okay. Worse than parent. Ooh, so we have... Let me separate these bad boys. So we have 2 votes for right here between the catfish and the parents. And I got 1 vote for above parents. What do we think? Let me go ahead and do the poll. Because we do have a majority. What do we think? I joined worse than parents. Oh, so now we're tied. Wait. Don't vote on the prediction. Do not vote. Do not vote. No. We're gonna do higher or lower. Short prediction. Higher than parents or lower than parents? You can put in your votes. 92! Interesting. So you think it's like close to finding out that you're incestuous? That's real bad. Someone doesn't want to get caught. What do we think? Okay. Guesses are going in. Ready? Partner discovers your online dating profile. It is ranked at a 48.9. It is in fact under parents. It is just above that. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. This one was rough to see you guys vote, I'm not gonna lie. Because we, like, went from the low end to the high end, and I'm like, fuck, guys, we gotta go in the middle, go in the middle, go in the middle. Oh my goodness. I definitely think this is, I think this is a good rating for it. You know? I think a 48 is a solid rating. Last card for the round. Are we ready? This one's gonna be interesting. Set house on fire with romantic gesture. You do something nice for your baby girl. You set things up. You got candles. You got balloons. You got flower petals. Everything is ready to go. She comes home from work and she finds the place up in flames because the candles caught the drapes on fire, which then got the carpet, and it's just spreading. Where do we think this is? I'm gonna scoot this. So we have the lowest at a 47, and we have the highest at a 96. A 100. You think that's the worst? It's terrible? I mean, that's fair. Your house is on fire. That's pretty bad. Is that worse than an incurable STD? Is it? Does that mean like apartment / house? Yeah. Your place of living is on fire. I don't believe it's worse. Okay. So I have one vote for it is. One vote for it's not. But how bad is it then? 75 at least. Okay. So we're putting it above parents. We're putting it above parents. I'm gonna say 90. So like above, like right here. No, because I'm naming it like that. Oh my god. I got one vote for up here, one vote down here. 90s, where are we putting it the 90s, Doppel? Where are we? Where are we? 80 plus? Okay, okay. Thank you so much for following, Homer! Mwah, mwah. I hope you have a wonderful time here in the cold. Oh, thank you! I need specifics. Farm. For 80 plus. Are we thinking just above parents? Just above parents? Are we thinking a little higher? I'm gonna take a sip of my energy drink while you guys think. Between STD and incest. Oh, okay. So I got votes across the board over here. Oh my goodness. 90 locking it in. Okay, so I have now 2 votes right here. 2 votes between parents and spouse. 1 vote with not cozy, between STD and incest. I'm gonna run our poll. Majority is right here. a bit of a gap. We have almost 20 points in between the parents and the incest. But that nice threading the needle of the 92 and 96, that would be satisfying. That would be real nice. Lock me in for 85. Okay, I have 3 votes right here. Boom, locked in. Thank you. Lock the fuck in. I sustain. You have to be special to burn your house like that. This is the majority right here. This is the majority. A lot of votes against in the minority. Ooh, we're confident. I love it. I love the confidence. I voted wrong. I can undo it. Hold on. I can undo it. And submissions. Delete and return. There we go. There you go. It's undone. May not sound bad, but compared to but then aging, you gotta get a new house. That's true. A new house. Gotta replace all the shit that burnt down. Ay ay ay. How do we all pick the wrong one? I don't know. That's a really good point. Yeah, but this is the majority. Right here. Da 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 da. Shake the camera. Shake. Oh shit, wait, is that the wrong one? Yeah, higher, yeah. Higher is majority. Higher is majority. I didn't realize I did the wrong one. You're so right. But yes, higher is majority. 93. Ooh. Okay. Are we ready? Setting house on fire with romantic gesture. You vote wrong now? Okay, hold on. We'll do it again. I'm so sorry. I'll do the right one. I don't want you guys to vote wrong. I don't want you guys to vote wrong. Ah! This time it's correct. I promise. This time is correct. I swear. And if it's not, then I'm just gonna jump. Yes, 3rd time's a charm. Okay. Ooh. Last one. Yes, I think this will be our last round. Because I have to set up for the next stream, and I'll need some time for that. So this will be our last card. Okay. Guesses are in. And submissions. Last card is setting house on fire with romantic gestures. I'm edging you. I'm edging you. I'm edging! I'm edging! A 89, not 90. A 89.9. Right smack dab in the middle between parents and spouse. The majority wins. Congratulations for your points. Congratulations. Oh my goodness, Grubs. Thank you so much.
Grubstish just gifted
Once
5
again, your
subs.
generosity is astounding. It is. Thank you. Enjoy the gifted subs, please. And make sure you thank Grubs. Oh my goodness. I accept the loss. It was really close. Between these two, it was really close. You know, if this was like a 70, but no, it's 8 for an 89.9, not even a 90. Y'all were real good with the 90s and 80s guesses. Y'all were really good with it. So, congratulations. Oh my goodness. I think we ended off out of 15 points. You guys got 7, I believe. So, above half, which is pretty good. I'm very proud of you, Skulltus. You guys did great. This was the game. The game, I hope, was fun. It may be a little, if you round it up, it was 90. Yeah, exactly. Maybe a little rage-inducing, but I hope that it was fun nonetheless. Some of the ratings are definitely a little whack, and I'm sorry for that, but it is fun. First time playing a card game like this, I thought it was really interesting. I quite enjoyed it. I hope that maybe in the future we can play more card games together. It would be really nice. Maybe we'll play this again. Who knows? Who knows? A nice little burp at the end too. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. This is where we're gonna end stream. Thank you guys so much for coming by. Thank you. I hope you had fun. I'm gonna go get ready for the next stream. You guys can catch me there. You know, I hope you guys have a good weekend. Tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow? I think tomorrow's our little sketch along. Because I had to, it was such a cute name. I had to. Such a cute name. Yes, tomorrow's a sketch along. Tomorrow I am making a Minecraft skin for myself. So, stop by for that. It's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be really fun. And you guys, as the name implies, a sketch along, you guys can also draw with me. Work on a little project or two, you know? Be really fun to play again sometime, so hopefully we can. Thank you guys for everyone's involvement, for being active, and once again for my lurkers, I love you so much. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye-bye!